It is 7:55 p.m. September 4th. 1. Anyone who bothers you, who threatens you, whatever, say, you know what witness tampering is? If they threaten you with blackmail or anything. And tell them it's witness tampering involving RICO, terrorism, economic espionage, IP theft, data theft, and conspiracy to murder. So that's like 20 years in prison or longer. Also tell them, blackmail is illegal too, or attempt of such. Then ask them, how many people have you threatened or blackmailed for money, property, or anything that's not yours pertaining to me? Ask them, how many people have you threatened on this individual basis? Because, threats and intimidating and threats are intimidation. And intimidating and coercing a civilian population is terrorism. So how many civilians have you threatened or tried to intimidate? Or how many people have you coerced as well, using persuasion by force or threat? So anyone who bothers you, ask them this. If anyone threatens you, tries to blackmail you, tell them, that's witness tampering involving RICO, terrorism, economic espionage, IP theft, data theft, illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution. And also tell them, you may do it on an individual basis, but if you're doing it on a large scale on an individual basis, that's called terrorism, and that's called intimidating and coercing a civilian population. And then tell them, keep in mind it's a RICO, and also tell them, also for terrorism, you can get your assets freezed and seized. Do I need to report you to the government or the CIA, the FBI, and the United Nations if anyone bothers you? Tell them that, and tell them terrorism is life in prison. Not to mention, ask them this: are you aware of terrorism? Because if you're not reporting it, because especially if you've been blackmailing or they come with a team, if one guy tries to blackmail you, tell them, terrorism. And all you guys who know about this terrorism, this guy intimidating or threatening people on a large scale with blackmail, etc., tell them, if you're not reporting terrorism, that makes you culpable. And if you're lying for this guy, that may make you an accessory or an accomplice. So you could be criminally liable to the same extent as the principal, meaning if this guy's a terrorist, you could be charged like a terrorist. And that's life in prison. You'll probably get your assets freezed and seized, so I'd suggest you leave me alone. Tell them that.